Hello everyone, Kathy Knowles here from Soulful Business Connection. I wanted to talk to you today about power versus force for two reasons. Number one, a client that I've worked with this week. And number two, it's probably one of my favorite topics that I love to teach. Power versus Force is a book that was written by a gentleman by the name of David Hawkins. And it's very interesting in that he talks about different vibrational frequencies and where our home frequency is and how we know whether or not we're living there or not living there. But he also talks about the lower emotions that we feel, the ones of guilt, shame, anger, all of those kind of things. And he talks about when we are in the force part of our lives, or when we're living from force, or when we're in power. And what I find so interesting is, I don't care who you're voting for, but looking at where we are right now in politics, there's a lot of force going on. Power is not showing up. It's just force. And we're seeing it. And not only are we seeing it playing out on TV, in social media, but we're also seeing it play out on the streets, outside. People are today much more forceful than normal. And I think there's something that's happened here where they feel as if they have permission to be. And the truth is, force gets us nowhere. It's when we hold our power, when we really hold on to that, when we know that there's really only two choices, love or fear, and we're constantly choosing love. And the next choice is love, and the next choice is love, and the next choice is love, not fear. And I know, I get it. It's so easy to slide into fear, especially right now. But that's why we need to be mindful of our choices. So I ask all of you, when you're in that space where you can make that choice, the choice of love, where you're truly living at your home base frequency, or the choice of fear, where you're making decisions out of emotions that you don't even really know, number one, who's the emotion belongs to, and number two, what the emotion means. So I ask you to really slow down enough to ask yourself powerful questions. Who does this belong to? Can I return it to sender with love and a higher consciousness? What is this emotion really that I'm feeling? What does it really mean? These things will help you shape your life. They will allow you to look at perceptions, to switch them, to change them, to not be holding on to them so tightly. So I ask you to look at your life where you're coming from a more forceful perspective. Because when you can switch and change that, oh, it's so beautiful. Magic happens. Because all of a sudden, next thing you know, everyone around you changes. I have clients that I work with, and most of you know I mainly work with women. And they'll come back to me after a period of time working with me, and they'll say, oh my gosh, Kathy, I don't know what happened. My husband's so amazing. My kids are great. I don't know what you did. I didn't do anything to the husband and kids. It was you that changed. And that's all that needs to happen. So be really, really mindful of when you're in a situation and you're being really forceful in that situation. And ask yourself, how can I move from fear on this? Turn it more into love, which will allow me to come at this at a more powerful perspective, a more powerful way where I can really make a shift, a change, a call to action, where I can really be there in it to make a difference. It's really important, especially today. Be mindful of when you go there. Make the shift. Hold the power. Choose love, not fear. There's no reason to go to fear. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.